anybody see my glasses and nose. I don't want to be on TV where my face will show. Say, has anybody seen my witness protection program? Anybody seen my disguise? Thank you and welcome out, everybody. I'm Claude Headgate. Welcome to Clodhoppers. Every so often we like to make a movie out of the nonsense we get going on down here, the good music and the bad jokes, by golly. We're helped out by Alice Lake, being the floor director and running all 4 cameras here in the studio. John Hose is the director and runs the switcher. And Bo Peep running the sound character generator and sound effects. And like on some occasions, tonight I am not, I repeat not, going to play my accordion. Well, I happened to go through Hurricane Camille in 1969 in Biloxi, Mississippi, and so I've earned the right to sing a song about hurricanes, and I think I've picked a time of year when there is no disastrous hurricanes fresh on anybody's mind so that you could possibly think this is in poor taste. The falling leaves crash through my window. The falling leaves still on the tree. The power line came right down with it and landed right on top of me when you blew away. When you blew away, the wind was strong, and soon the storm surge will be gone. Then I'll swim until I find you, darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. See, if I had my accordion, I could make that wind sound for you. Anyway. I'm blowing, yes indeed, and I'm raking for you and me, and I'm hoping that they don't come down again. I don't know a better way, get these leaves out of my way, and I'm hoping that they don't blow down again. What you gonna do when the wind comes around? You're gonna blow right to the ground. The leaves are already turning brown. I'm gonna pick up mounds and mounds and mounds, 'cause I'm blowing, yes indeed, I'm raking for you and me, and I'm hoping that they don't blow down again. I'm blowing, yes indeed, and I'm raking for you and me, and I'm hoping that they don't blow down again. I don't know a better way to get these leaves out of my way, and I'm hoping that they don't blow down again. What you gonna do when the wind comes around? Leaves pick up mounds and mounds and mounds. 'Cause I'm blowing, yes indeed I'm raking for you and me, and I'm hoping that they don't blow back again. Oh yeah, we'll take up on a Fats Domino song. We have that one for the fall time. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It tickles me, I'll tell you why. And then, of course, in the springtime we have I'm mowing and weed eating. So it's finally getting rid of the just that boring good weather month after month, and now we're into it. And we've changed the clocks. We fall back. Boo! Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm funny without even knowing it, huh? Well, by golly, we're going to get over here to the right song yet. I know why, because we're in the wrong set. Here we go. We do have some things that we're grateful for we'd like to talk about here. These are from the series Thank the Lord, by golly, and if we're lucky, we might even get to hear that creepy choir that hangs around Clodhoppers every once in a while. Thank the Lord for the taxes that I pay, because it means I'm employed. Thank the Lord for the mess to clean up after a party, because it means that I have been surrounded by friends. Sloppy ones at that, I guess. Thank the Lord for the clothes that fit a little too snug, because that means I have enough to eat. The creepiest choir in North America. Well, as the seasons turn around, boy, you start to remembering stuff from the last seasons and the ones before that. I remember when bad man bad, it didn't mean good. Party was a noun, not a verb. Listening to the radio, you never hear bad words. I remember when old lady meant grandma, and old man meant grandpa. A crib was where a baby sleeps, and a hood was on your car. I remember when cool meant chilly, and chill meant cold, crazy meant insane. Hip was a joint, and a joint was a dive, and a dive was a low-class place. I remember all the things through the years, the meanings came and went. Somehow we all knew what each generation meant. The lost generation, the beat generation, the hip generation, hip-hop generation, rapper, hip generation, the up generation, the B generation, and the X generation. I remember each unfold. But thing that I just can't recall is how I got this old. I remember when gay men cheerful, busted men broke, pickup was a truck, boogie was a scary man, stone referred to a rock. I remember when tweak men adjusting that didn't have dust, trip men a ride in the car, dude was a drugstore cowboy, far out man looking at a star. I remember Jones meant someone you kept up with, heavy meant a lot of weight, groove was on 45 RPM, and the swinger was a kid at play. I remember all the slang through the years, the meanings came and went. Somehow we all knew what each generation meant. The lost generation, the beat generation, the hip generation, hip-hop generation, rapper, the hip generation, the up generation, the B generation, and the X generation. I remember each unfold. But the thing that I just can't recall is how I got this old. Song called I Remember. Well, I seem to have omitted a song on the set list, and the people in the booth are frantic with me. That's right. So we'll have to get over here and do this one for them. It's a takeoff on a Paul Simon song about wintertime and being a landlord and all that stuff. A winter's day, deep and dark December. I am the landlord, too cheap to fix the furnace. Those tenants can all freeze. That broken window makes a lovely breeze. I am a schmuck, I am a slum lord. paint the walls. They look okay to me. Just hang some pictures up. They will hide the holes and cover up the stains. That roof won't leak until it starts to rain. I am a schmuck. I am a slumlord. Won't fix the stove. I fixed it once before. Don't ask for anything. We have a fine arrangement, but if you make a peep, I'll raise the rent and put you in the street. I am a schmuck. I am a slumlord. I have the law and my lawyer to protect me. I am untouchable. My phone is always busy. I'm always out of town. My secretary swears I'm not around. I am a schmuck. I am a slumlord. And a schmuck never pays, and a slumlord never buys. Ah, yes, there we go. I am a schmuck, I am a slumlord. Now we need to get back over here again. Need to get back over here before the band starts into something we don't necessarily want to play. Well, every year about during the holidays and this wintertime, fall time, it kind of makes me think about family. Here's one that I wrote for my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary. They're the last of the great pioneers, lived in the wilderness most of their years. Parents of our parents, we hold them so dear. They're the last of the great pioneers. Cities grew up right on top of farmland. They kept on ranching, they took a stand. While the world changed around them, they stayed lost in time. They worked and they struggled well past their prime. They made giant haystacks, no tractors to bale. 20 snowy miles on horseback to check on the mail. No power running water, they hand pumped the well. And a trip to the outhouse to get cold as hell. They're the last of the great pioneers. They lived in the wilderness most of their years. watching TV. They were out tending to the cattle and the sheep. An old washboard and a wash tub and a ragged clothesline. Still doing laundry, soap made of light. They kept life simple with few luxuries. A pump organ in the cabin and a couple old Jeeps. In a time when some marriages don't last too long, for their 60th anniversary, I wrote this song. They're the last of the great pioneers, lived in the wilderness most of their years. Parents of our parents, we hold them so dear. They're the last of the great pioneers. They're the last of the great pioneers. They're the last of the great pioneers. Oh, yeah. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? I haven't told the punchline yet. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. It was midnight on the ocean, not a streetcar was in sight. The sun was shining brightly, and it rained all day that night. It was evening, and the rising sun was setting in the west. All the fishes in the trees were huddled in their nest. It was a winter day in summer, and the sky was raining glass, while the barefoot boy with shoes on stood sitting on the grass. While the sexton rang the dish rag, grease was rendered by the choir. While the organ peeled potatoes, someone set the church on fire. Holy smokes, the preacher shouted as he somehow lost his hair. Now his head resembles heaven, for there is no parting there. Yay, well, we're going to just keep playing the reindeer song for you until you just can't stand it. A reindeer got run over by a grandma driving home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. As for me and Grandpa, we believe she'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to drive. Now we're spending Christmas praying that vet keeps Santa's reindeer alive. Santa usually parks on rooftops, but this time he parked out front. He was inside eating cookies when outside he heard that fateful bump. Ouch! A reindeer got run over by a grandma driving home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. As for me and Grandpa, we believe. We posted bail on Christmas morning. They called it hit and run. She was too gone to remember. She made Christmas late for everyone. It was pretty hard on Grandpa. We didn't see him that whole day. Santa hitched him to the harness, made him help the other reindeer pull the sleigh. Away! A reindeer got run over by a grandma driving home Oh, thank you ever so much, Doug. Well, thanks to Alice Lake for running all the cameras out here, and John Hose for being the director, and Bo Peep for running sound effects and character generator, making Clodhoppers come together for you. And we sure appreciate you watching, and we hope you enjoy it. And turn up the volume, kick off your shoes, and groove with us. Thanks again. Old Ford van coming out of the night, going to Nevada City on a midnight ride on a moon, playing in a one-man band. While I'm driving across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a one-man band. Playing a casino, agent said keep it low, drummer quit, threw a fit, I can keep a beat moving, playing in a one-man band. Driving across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a one-man band. Today's player showed up drunk, I can live without the bunk, said him home, I'm going on, I can play the bass moving, playing in a one-man band. While I'm driving across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a one-man band. Having fun playing each and every night, ain't no fussing and no fighting, and the money's all mine. Moving, playing in a one-man band. While I'm driving across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a one-man band.
By adopting a shelter pet, you can make a magical difference in the life of an animal. Shelters are full of healthy, loyal, fun, loving pets. And they're all just waiting for you to adopt them. You can bring home your new buddy today. Find out more at theshelterpetproject.org.
The place, Golden Valley High School. The setting, championship of the Lady Cougar Classic. And the result, Nevada Union coming home with the title. The rematch is next on the Nevada County Game of the Week.